Okay, I just want to give you a brief overview of what you're going to be doing for the My Hero project. We'll be starting out at the My Hero webpage, so I just want to give you a bit of a rundown of what's going on. This is the My Hero webpage that I've given you the link to. And what happens on the My Hero project here, you can see the mission of My Hero is to use media and technology to celebrate the best of humanity and to empower people of all ages to realize their own potential to affect positive change in the world. So this is a free, non-for-profit project where people from all over the world are uploading stories, artwork, and films about their heroes. So this is what you will be doing. You will be submitting on this webpage so that you will be submitting and sharing who your hero is on this website. So if you go down to participate, it says My Hero invites your family, school, or organization to take part in this non-for-profit education project. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be submitting stories. So if you went up to, well, we won't quite go to participate yet, but if you went to stories down here, you'll see there's stories about angels, animals, lifesavers, musicians, peacemakers, poets. So they all have categories as to where their hero falls. Might fall under family, freedom, young heroes. It doesn't matter, there's all kinds. If you go up into here into search stories, I just right off the bat click search for search stories. And when I'm over here, I'm going to look at the organization first because the Chinook Cyber School has its own page where we display all of the stories that have been submitted by students. So I'm just going to type in Chinook Cyber School here and search for it. And then you can see we've just started this My Hero project last semester, so we've got 13 stories that have been submitted so far. But if you go to, why is it not showing it to me there? Those are the, so these are all the stories that have been submitted. I was trying to find our home page, but I'll get to it on another one. So here's Sydney submitted one on Bethany Hamilton, and this is what she wrote about why Bethany Hamilton is her hero. Okay. Pop-up window being blocked. Now, if I go back, and that was for our stories from our organization, but our organization also has this web page here, and I've given you the link to that, so you can just see everybody who's on there. So students from the Chinook Cyber School, this person submitted their hero was Betty Seib, and I believe that was her grandma. Some of these have other ones, Dallas Green, Dustin Onerheim. So we've got lots of family. We've got people like Terry Fox, Diane Crump, Wayne Gretzky, Oprah Winfrey. So, I mean, you're not limited by your hero. You are limited, however. Batman kind of squeaked through here before I had time to refine this assignment. Your hero needs to be somebody who was real. It cannot be a fictional character. So Dustin stands out here as having his Batman hero because he squeaked through on this one through this assignment by having a non-fictional one because I didn't specify. But if you go through, for example, this one here we have on Marjorie, and you can click on the wrong one. You can click there and you can see what Jordan wrote about Marjorie. She's got a picture of her, and this is her great-grandma, and she talks in here about why her grandma is her hero. Okay, so that's what you're doing in this My Hero on this My Hero webpage. So in order to submit your My Hero assignment, you're going to have to go in and say create a page. Now you're going to have to register, so you're going to have to, before you register, please read the following. They only want to hear your hero story. So they're not going to publish any story that's plagiarized from another website or a source. So of course this has to all be in your own words. They won't post any stories that promote hatred, violence, or prejudice. Make sure you're crediting your sources if you are including pictures from a book, magazine, or another website. And remember your password so you can return to edit your story or pictures. I'm sure they have lots of people losing their password, okay? If they feature your story, you may have a story that the My Hero webpage wants to feature, then you could get a t-shirt prize. Okay, so that's how we do that, but we're going to go in and register. So you'll click register. And when you get there, when you're putting in your username and password, I'll just put in my typical username and password here. Oh, sorry, I need to create an account. So you'll have to click here, are you a teacher, student, visitor, or an organization? So you're going to click in that you're a student, and then you're going to create your account. You're creating, please, I'm under 13, or I'm 13 or older. You can click that. Now they're going to ask you for your basic information in here and the My School. So it will be important to put your school as the Chinook Cyber School, because if you put it under your home school, we won't see it on that main page. Who is your teacher? You can say Mrs. Beam. And then up here it wants your first name, but you don't have to put your last name, right? So I'll just put my first name. And email is optional, but if you want to be eligible for a t-shirt prize through this website, they will want your email on there. Let's see. Or these things they absolutely want, so I'll put in my email. Country. Perfect. City. Swift Current. Province. Saskatchewan. I don't know if they want the full thing. We'll put that there. And you can upload a picture if you want, but that's totally your option. And so your username, put in what you want your username to be, and then set your password. You can subscribe or not to their newsletter, doesn't matter. And then create your account. Okay, so now that you're in here, what you want to be doing is you want to be submitting into stories. So you're going to click on your stories. So again, there's the same rules in there. And then you're going to start a new page. Now the hero name that you put in there, you'll choose who your hero name is. So for example, maybe you choose your hero to be Terry Fox. It could be a family member, it could be whatever, it doesn't matter. Select a category for your hero. So Terry Fox was a, what would you say? Hard to say. What, pick where you think he falls under. Does he fall under, I'm going to say he's just going to fall under heroes. Then we're going to create the page, and you can add or edit your visitor intro, update general information, but here you're going to add or edit a paragraph, and you are allowed to have 5 paragraphs, okay? So if you're going to add the paragraph, it gives you 5 paragraphs to start, and I've given you in the assignment what each of those paragraphs needs to contain, so make sure you refer back to those, okay? So I'm just going to type something in here so that I know that I've been in here. Paragraph 1. And I'm going to add that paragraph, and it's been added. Okay, and I can add related links. This is where, if I got information from Terry Fox, about Terry Fox from the internet, you will add that in here. Okay. The other thing on there is if you have extra information, any other sources used to create your story, CDs, books, news articles. And you can add or edit a bibliography. Again, if this were any authors or books that you use to do this, if you were just doing this from your family, you wouldn't really have a bibliography unless you looked at it from if there was some books that you looked up to do that one. Oops, I started my new page. And add or edit graphics. So try to upload a picture. It's really nice to add a new picture on here. So you can just upload an image, select one, find one from your computer, and you can upload that there. Okay, so when you're finished doing all of that for your hero, oh, I keep going back to this page. And when you go down to the bottom, you can save and close, which is do not submit, which is that you want to keep doing this later. Or you can go to submit my hero story, which is you are totally finished. Now your my hero story isn't going to show up on the classroom web page just yet. It will take it might take up to a week to show up on this page, but it should show up on our Chinook Cyber School My Hero web page within about a week. It just takes them a while to review the stories, okay? So I'm going to say save and close, and then that way I can come back to do that one again. Oh, I created 3 Terry Fox ones, so I'm just going to delete 2 of those so that I only have 1 page in process, so that you can go back and do that. Okay, so that is how you use the My Hero web page in order to create your My Hero page that will then show up here forever after. So if you want to submit something about your mom or a family member or something like that, it'd be a really nice way to honor them, that they can go and see how you honored them as your hero on this website.